Do they miss you? The timestamps will be listed in the description. Pile 1, strength. Pile 2, temperance. And pile 3, the world. With pick a card readings, it's actually a lot easier for me to connect to your aura and energy if you're subscribed. So you can be part of the collective. And also if you comment, let me know if the reading resonated with you. And of course, liking the video also helps me connect. Strength. Yes, they miss you, and your strength is really being tested this month with it. They actually contacted you out of nowhere, whether they called you from an unknown number, maybe a different number, or try to comment on one of your social media posts, whether you saw their screen name or a different screen name and you just kind of thought, was that them? They miss you and they're not quite sure how to go about it. And I feel as though you got your boundaries up. And I'm proud of you because you're really using your intuition on whether you should communicate back with this person. And, oh, they miss you. Oh, well. Let's see. Oh, okay. Here's some cards. Justice. I see you're more balanced and at peace. They probably didn't expect that you weren't going to give them a reaction because you've raised your vibration. So, but that's all part of the plan. The plan is from the universe that and it's weird to say this, but a big part of your lesson and a major part of your path is teaching this lesson to this specific person. The star. They see you as the star. They do. They just, the thing is, they don't want you to know that. And it's just, they're obsessed with power, which is weird. Majorly obsessed with it. The Hierophant. Yeah, they've low-key been jealous of your spirituality and just your status when it comes to spirituality. Because, see, the thing is, this is the type of person who's super fake. And they're just fake with what they post on social media. It's just, there's different masks and characters. So they're really jealous on how you're able to be your authentic self. The Emperor. this person's been definitely talking to an emperor. This is someone that they've been collaborating with, gossiping, planning, scheming. This emperor in particular doesn't have authority. They're also just, they think they're playing the part. It could be someone who has Aries prominent in their birth chart. Let's get some oracle cards. Okay. Okay. I usually don't read oracles reverse, and I'm trying not to actually read tarot cards in reverse unless it just, I'll keep the cards right side up, but if one happens to be in reverse, it somehow like comes out that way, which is rare, then I'll read it in reverse. So, okay. Energy. So these two people who thought they could team up, and they just didn't really realize what level you were spiritually, emotionally, because you truly cared about these people, and now they see that you've distanced yourself, your energy, and they're very much energetic vampires, so they're not going to show it, but they're really worried that you're distancing yourself, and you have distanced yourself, and they're really wanting that energy again, and they're really worried that they might not be able to get your energy like they used to, because just you gave them so many chances, and your intuition's getting stronger. You're just not vibing. They might want to, even when they have tried to contact you, if they were because they knew they were blocked in certain ways and they were still trying to contact you, they were trying to be negative to get some sort of reaction, thinking that they'd be able to bond with you that way. But since you're raising your vibration and you're realizing with you're using your intuition on how you should handle the situation, that's really what's key to this whole situation right now. You had to ghost them. You might have told them many times in the past that you're going to distance yourself, and I know some people think ghosting is, there's different ways that people view ghosting. Sometimes people view ghosting as not even explaining why someone is going to stop talking to a certain person. Or I think it can go either way. It can be where you just disappear and stop talking to them without an explanation, or you give them an explanation and disappear. So I feel as though in this case, you gave them so many chances, and they were trying to say that they were gonna ghost you or distance themselves from you just to have you feel a certain way, and you just said, fine, okay, you're doing me a favor then. But then they're wanting to come back, and they're trying to disrupt your peace, but they're not feeling peaceful because they're just realizing that they don't have any power over this situation anymore. And we'll get one more card to close this out. We have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you're putting your energy and efforts elsewhere. Your creativity, and even though it's not ideal to have to deal with people like this, it's gonna inspire you, because you know that they're watching, and you want them to see what you're really made of. Pile 2, Temperance. So you're actually allowing the universe, the blessings to come through from the universe. You realize the universe has your back. You've been doing more magic and rituals, whether it's just you manifesting and shifting your energy and having more of a positive mindset. And let's see. To where you're seeing things differently. To where you actually enjoy what you got to do throughout the day. Rather than in the past, you might have been thinking, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that. But you're having things flow more with what you got going on, and it's really showing with your progress. So the Empress, I feel as though there's been a goddess, whether it's a new goddess that's been really calling to you, maybe even Isis, and showing you that divine feminine energy and vibe, maybe even a motherly type of energy that you've been needing around you with what you got going on in your life. Yeah, this one person in particular, they really miss you. They miss you, and they're studying you. They're studying what you got going on as far as what you post online. And every time you post something online, they miss you more and more. Seven of Pentacles. But you've been really focused on your growth. Your growth spiritually. What you can do to help others. And you've been feeling more energetic. 10 of Pentacles. And with that, you're feeling fulfilled. You're feeling fulfilled at home, a sense of comfort, just your surroundings and the energetic shift of where you stay. It's definitely aligning with your purpose. And with this situation that you got going on with this person that misses you, is you're just doing your own thing and you're feeling really balanced. They honestly don't really cross your mind much, but they're definitely missing you. You don't feel like you're missing out because you have a purpose and you're really mastering your craft. And that's the truth. So there might be a system of how you're doing things and what you're learning, to where in the past with what you feel as though is your purpose, you might have been trying to learn different things here and there, and you were kind of all over the place and not really sure, but since you've been experimenting, and it's more of divine timing, where with what you are really researching and looking into at the time, the best wisdom and knowledge that is coming to you, it's a perfect time, because you're able to rid this energy of this person that's been missing you, and other people that didn't have good vibes for you. They didn't really want you to succeed. And so now, since you've distanced yourself, the universe has able to bless you with this information and this way of you going about on your purpose. And you've become less selfish, more patient, more about sharing. Maybe even you have been going out in energy more. Well, maybe you've been going out in energy more. Well, maybe maybe you've been drawing energy down from the planets. Sometimes I like to listen to planetary sounds. The sound of what certain planets sound like in space. For example, Jupiter, maybe Venus. And since you've been shifting your mindset, you've been realizing just how valuable the energy from the planets really is. Maybe before you didn't really think about that too much, or you just kind of wanted to do your own thing as far as vibing with the universe. But now after you've been tapping into the energy of certain planets, colors, numbers. And if you haven't been, maybe focus and see which colors you're vibing with, and notice what colors you're drawn to. Maybe if your favorite colors changed, or if you've been wearing certain colors. With this person that's been missing you, truth has been revealed, which is a big reason on why things feel more balanced and as though there has been justice. Because you might have given this person who misses you the benefit of the doubt over and over and over. And in doing so, it's just, you just realize, enough is enough with this. Sometimes people do change, but when you can see through everything that they're really not going to, you've just come to that realization. Okay, this card came up in a different pile. Well, this card came up in pile 1, so you might be connected to pile 1. Ghost. This person's really spooked out by you. They don't want you to know that they're just almost in disbelief of how strong you are. And if you do magic, or if they do know that you're into spells and all that, they are spooked out by it. They're just not sure if you have done any magic on them. We got rest with the green. And like I was mentioning with the different colors, with me, green really vibes with Venus. And it's a nice calming color. Also, so maybe if you want, listen to the sounds of the planet Venus, especially more towards the end of your day. And connect with nature. When you go out in nature, there is a lot of green. There's a lot of greenery, usually trees, plants, and all that. So it might be a good idea for when you do feel like you need a little, and you are able to take a little break and really just get inspired. I see nature as a really good way of doing that. Magic. And either you have been doing magic a lot lately, or you're just using what you have and you know you have accessible to you to really excel with what you have going on. I do see your psychic connection increasing. And with every test that you pass in this dimension, I see your psychic abilities getting strengthened over and over. Pile 3, the World card. Now, you're feeling like you have freedom since you've been distancing yourself from someone who really misses you. But they've been keeping a really close eye on you. However, they're able to be notified about what you are doing, whether it has to do with posts or if you're a content creator. For some reason, they're obsessed with looking at that. And with this particular card in this situation, I see you looking at the bigger picture of you reaching the world, reaching with what you're doing. You're setting bigger goals in transforming the collective and the universal mind. It might be a good thing to get a tarot card that really resonates with you, or what you have going on, a goal. You could do spells with tarot readings, actually. So you could pick one card of an energy that you strive to be more like and do a spell with that. Have it, just contemplate on it. Maybe set it somewhere where it's more visible. And you can even do spells with multiple cards. Growth. So with the spell that you might want to do, it's more growing, the energy that you have going on in your crown chakra area. Yeah, in connecting with just the idea of growth. Maybe just thinking about how the process of growth happens. It takes time, it takes patience. There's certain steps you need to take. Just really thinking about the process with what type of growth you're looking for. Determination. Wow. And you see how it looks like there's suns behind both of these main objects with both of these cards, and then the yellow related to the sun. Yeah, it just kind of reminds me of that same thing. So maybe there's a occult book that you already have that you've been wanting to read. There's a certain book I feel as though is really calling to you that'll give you some insight. There's always books that I want to get. But I need to finish the books that I have. I like audiobooks too. Happiness. Yes, and happiness is also related to the sun. And orange is a color that's related to the sun. Maybe have these colors around you too, orange and yellow. And maybe even vibe with crystals of these colors. Yeah, sometimes it can really just change the frequency. I'm really big on feng shui. And really notice a difference when I move things around. Say, for example, in a certain room, it could even be this room. If I decide I'll move certain objects and crystals around, it's just, it really just changes the flow of the energy. Let's get some more tarot. Anything else to reveal about this person that misses pile 3? 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, a lot of the drama had to do with just them being really envious of what you got going on overall in this earthly realm. And rather than focusing on themselves and getting to your level, they don't really have that faith in themselves. So that's kind of why you and this person ended up distancing. Or you ended up, either way, either they distanced themselves from you because they couldn't handle the jealousy and they wanted to make it look like they didn't value whatever type of relationship you had to this person. But they were a little too focused on you with the 5 of Pentacles. And they were just being a little bit sneaky with the drama. Queen of Swords. So you just said, no, not into this. And really just look to your logic and doing your own thing. I like with the Queen of Swords, one of the first things I noticed when looking at this card is that there's one bird in the sky. So that's what had me think of that. And you're also welcome to share this video with friends that you know love pick a card videos, because I'll definitely have more tarot videos and oracle card videos in the future. Bye for now.